pandemic has changed everyone's lives, keeping us from being together for worship. But God's doors are open to all and keep opening to us, even if our building's doors are closed.
A place where saints and children tell how hearts learn to forgive, built of hopes and dreams and visions, rock of faith and vault of grace. Here the love of Christ shall end division. All are welcome, all are welcome, all are welcome in this place.
God's doors opened when we were able to continue our immigration work, offering food and shelter. We raised money to send in remittances, and were able to support our dear friend as she safely finishes high school in the United States.
God's doors opened when we spent our summer connecting,
Sharing life together,
and learning about anti-racism.
God's doors opened when members of our congregation and Kermit the Frog shared videos of their musical gifts. The variety and the music was awesome.
God's doors were opened when the Connecting Tree was created. The team calls church members weekly to share concerns, news, and friendship.
God's doors opened when hundreds of people gathered online to remember the life of Joe Peacock and celebrate his ministry, activism, family, and love.
God's doors opened when 35 members of church leadership, including session members, deacons, and church staff, kicked off their program year by taking the Intercultural Development Inventory to examine their own cultural sensitivity and recommit to their anti-racist work.
Church members have joined Faith in Minnesota and Isaiah in their voter engagement efforts. Together we co-create with God a piece of the kingdom of heaven by working for a true multiracial democracy and a caring economy.
Being the church now means doing things differently, and we have adapted in so many ways. Some things like creating worship online are taking a lot more time and resources. We hired Angela Jimenez as a video editor to help the worship team. Corinne and I are prioritizing worship and helping people stay connected and cared for. Corinne is taking over children's ministry from me, and I'm taking on communications from her. Like you, we are managing everything from home and are finding it challenging to balance our work and family life.
I've made the decision to reduce my work to 3/4 time beginning in 2021 to find a better balance. This will look like 3 weeks on full-time, followed by 1 week fully off. I expect this will give me more energy for connecting, creating, caring, and change-making with all of you. We as staff are so grateful for the continued support from the congregation during this difficult time. God's doors open each time we see your faces on Zoom, read your comments on Facebook, or receive your notes of encouragement. Because the church is each one of you. We miss our building and we miss being physically together, but we are still the church. And we will emerge from this time even more connected and even more committed to our path of love and justice.
We have learned through this trying time that we indeed have the ability as the church to adapt and persevere.
All are welcome, all are welcome, all are welcome in this place.
Welcome to the Council of United Church.